So Nancy Pelosi has sort of faded into the background a little bit in recent months, but she reemerged and went on the CNN show State of the Union, and she somehow managed to hit a new low. So she's going to talk about the pro-Palestine, anti-war protests. People want Israel to stop indiscriminately slaughtering innocent civilians in Gaza. An extreme position, I know. She has some thoughts for us as to what's at the core of this. What's at the root of these protesters doing what they're doing? Listen to this.
They're in front of my house all the time. So I have a feeling for what feelings they have. But we have to think about what we're doing. And what we have to do is try to stop the suffering in Gaza. This is women and...
Okay, so right off the bat here, stop the suffering in Gaza? Okay, we're with you. We're with you. Keep going.
Children and people who don't have a place to go. So let's address that. But for them to call...
By cutting off the money and the weapons that are flowing to Israel nonstop, should we do it that way? Are you for that? My guess is no, but let's keep going.
Ceasefire is Mr. Putin's message. Mr. Putin's message. Make no mistake, this is directly connected to what he would like to see. Same thing with Ukraine. It's about Putin's message. I think some of these protesters are spontaneous and organic and sincere. Some, I think, are connected to Russia. And I say that having looked at this for a long time now. As
you think some of these protests are Russian plants?
I say they're plants. I think some financing should be investigated. And I want to ask the FBI to investigate that.
Do you understand what she's doing there? At the end, she brings up the FBI. I'm going to tell the FBI to investigate that. What she's saying is, it is open season on pro-Palestine protesters. It is open season. In the same way that the FBI would investigate and spy on and open cases against civil rights leaders back in the day. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Remember when they sent him a letter trying to get him to kill himself? They would view these people as subversives. They would classify, just like the Red Scare, they would classify anybody who's even moderately left-wing as a communist. Do you have any communist sympathies? Are you a communist? We should investigate you. We should take you down because you're doing wrong think. Here she's saying, yeah, I want the FBI to investigate the pro-Palestine protesters. That's what I want. So it is open season. In the same way we had on college campuses, what did we have? We had the same hysteria and mania hit where the heads of the various universities gave the right answer when asked about, hey, is calling for genocide against school policy, calling for genocide against Jews, is that against school policy? And their answer was, yeah, if it's targeted and if there's like a threat, of course. And that wasn't a good enough answer. That wasn't a good enough answer. What they're supposed to say is, yes, and we will stop all pro-Palestine speech. We'll stop everybody who says, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. We'll stop anybody who supports Gaza in the midst of the genocide and the slaughter. That's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. And so there's this chilling effect where students are, hey, if I go protest, are they going to come after me? Are they going to accuse me of anti-Semitism? If I go protest and say, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, or if I go say intifada? And now Nancy Pelosi is like, I think the FBI should investigate these protesters. Because, maybe they're getting funding from Vladimir Putin. I love how she thinks it's a kind thing. Well, some of them are organic. Some of them are organic. But I mean, really, they're puppets of Russia. Literally, they have one trick, guys. One trick. And this is what they did in the Trump era towards Trump. Oh, he's Vladimir Putin's puppet. Never mind that he's doing a NATO buildup on Russia's border. Never mind that he's arming and funding extremist factions in Ukraine, which he was doing at the time. Never mind that he axed that very famous pipeline deal that was supposed to happen between Exxon and Russia. No. The problem is he's too sycophantic to Putin. He's Putin's puppet. They have like a P-tape on him or something. They have one trick. The one trick is Russia. Russia's behind this. Russia's behind this. Russia's behind this. Guys, are you aware of the polling on this when it comes to a ceasefire? It is about nearly 80% of Democrats. Nearly 80% of Democrats want a ceasefire. And she's saying, hey, a lot of these protesters, they're This is what Putin wants. Maybe they're being financed by Putin. Even about 50 to 55% of Republicans want a ceasefire. Over 60% of independents want a ceasefire. It's a colossally popular position. But how does Nancy Pelosi engage? Well, I think a lot of this is not organic. And I think it's funded by Putin. I don't think, of all the ways to try to, infiltrate and take down America, I don't think people needed any funding or prodding from Vladimir Putin to say, hey, I don't like when my money goes to carpet bomb babies. I'm against my tax money going to slaughter innocent civilians. I don't think they need any Putin influence in order to come to that conclusion. All you have to do is look at social media and see limb by limb little kids being pulled out of the rubble. See children having amputations without anesthesia. It doesn't require Vladimir Putin to fund your position that, hey, I'm kind of against this. I'm kind of against this. Look, it's not... I think what bugs me the most is how they're not even trying anymore, right? They're not even trying. They don't even try to give you a good line of bullshit. It's just, yeah, we don't agree with the overwhelmingly popular position, and so therefore we're just going to smear you guys as Russian plants or whatever the fuck. I can't, man. I can't. I just... They're not even trying. Real smart move, too, by the way, to get people fired up for the 2024 election to go vote for Joe Biden. Real smart move. Hey, 50% of 2020 Biden voters say Israel is committing a genocide. 50%. How do you think they're going to react when they hear you saying, hey, maybe you guys are funded by Putin? How do you think they're going to react? It's despicable. It's despicable. And they have no idea how to engage honestly. They have no idea. And this makes it crystal clear. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.